see your face.
Oh,
Wait, I think because I have to, hold on. Okay, now we're good.
awesome. All right, and everybody can see the PowerPoint. I just double check. Nobody's looking at my face, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, no, in that everybody can see it, or no that?
Now everybody can see the slides.
Okay. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. In today's webinar covering the DASH diet. It's actually an acronym, as you can see. It's for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. The goal for this webinar is to integrate DASH diet practices in our daily eating habits. I'll be covering a few things, mainly the history. I'll be going over who should follow, some of the studies that have been done. Maybe some folks haven't seen or been aware of it. And I'll also be going over how it works. And I'll give a quick little DASH diet example, little sample meal plan for the day, just to kind of see the easiness of the diet and how sustainable it actually can be. So, a quick brief history. Since January 2018, the DASH diet was ranked the best diet for the 8th year in a row by U.S. News and World Report. Also acclaimed best for diabetes, health, heart health, healthiness, and healthy eating. In May 2019, researchers from Wake Forest School of Medicine have reported that DASH diet reduces risk of heart failure by approximately 50%. That study was mainly geared towards men, but there have been other studies, significant meta-analysis in the previous years directed more towards women and heart failure. And there has also been significant results, positive results in that arena. In January 2019, last year, the Mediterranean diet was actually announced the number one diet of for health, and the DASH diet actually came down to 2. And then as of last year, or I'm sorry, this year, January, the U.S. News placed the DASH diet again number 1 for America's healthiest diet. In the last 50 years in the United States, clinicians have seen a rise in diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, obesity, coronary artery disease. These risk factors of hypertension, fortunately, can be controlled to an extent by utilization of the DASH diet. Chronic diseases related to diet and obesity has become significant causes of death in the United States across all ethnicities. Obesity has been linked to the significant etiological factors in diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and coronary artery disease. And although there have been several advancements in the scientific world regarding the new medications and cutting-edge screening technology, the rate of these diseases has multiplied many times. This increase has been steep, particularly in the last 20 years. Due to this trend, major organizations, including the American Heart Association, National Institutes of Health, and National Institute Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, have all started looking at an integrative approach to manage this growing epidemic. Diagnostic testing and medications are still the mainstays of patient management. However, the importance of diet, exercise, stress reduction, lifestyle habits can't be ignored. And so the original DASH diet wasn't designed for weight loss and was relatively high in refined grains and starchy foods. It originated in the 90s. In 92, the NIH started funding for several research projects to see if specific dietary interventions were useful in treating hypertension. Subjects including subjects that were included were advised to follow just the dietary interventions and not include any other lifestyle modifications to avoid any confounding factors. They found that only the dietary intervention alone was able to decrease systolic blood pressure by about 6 to 11 milligrams of of mercury. This effect was also seen both in hypertensive as well as non-normotensive people. Based on these results, in some instances, the DASH diet has been advocated as a first-line pharmacological therapy along with lifestyle modifications. So what does this diet include specifically? As I wait for the lag. So there we go. Oh, I knew it. So what does this diet include? The DASH diet promotes consumption of vegetables and fruits, lean meats, and dairy products, and the inclusion of micronutrients. It also advocates the reduction of sodium in the diet to about 2,300 milligrams per day, and with an even more reduced amount of sodium to 1,500 milligrams a day. The DASH diet emphasizes on consumption of minimally processed and fresh foods, whole foods, as we know. DASH diet has many similarities to other dietary patterns which are promoted for cardiovascular health. It's a culmination of the ancient and modern eating worlds, and has been derived by scientists based on certain ancient dietary principles, and has been tailored to target some of the leading killers of modern society. So who should follow the DASH diet? Again, this is geared towards anyone and everyone. Making the lifestyle habit changes not only should be in the adult age range, but new research has also shown that it's effective in lowering blood pressure in children as well. As we know, trends for convenience foods and children has been on a steady rise, and changing these lifestyle habits to something geared towards the DASH diet. You can see those numbers drop even with children in today's society. So this chart is based off a 2,000 calorie diet approach. Again, these these daily servings, can range anywhere from 3 to 5, depending on how much your calorie intake is. But the major thing with the DASH diet is lowering the sodium or salt intake to 2,300 milligrams. And just by even doing that, making sure that we're eating less processed foods and eating more whole foods with natural sugars, helps to reduce those risks of those negative health conditions. So as you can see, with grains, 6 to 8 servings daily. The DASH diet does promote eating around the clock. So in the next slide, we'll see the mid-morning snack, the right before dinner snack. So these servings are broken down to eating throughout your day. And then, so this is a sample meal. Again, you would start off with breakfast, 1 ounce by weight of whole grain cereal, 8 fluid ounces of milk. And so something that I wanted to just kind of point out is that the less processed is best, as we know. And this is just a sample meal that literally anybody could follow. As you see, the mid-morning snacks, raw carrots, 2 ounces of hummus, lunch, turkey sandwich. Instead of eating the whole grain as you had in the breakfast, you would change the bread to a leaf lettuce. Again, kind of getting creative with lunches instead, as we would typically know, right, a regular sandwich, and then again incorporating the afternoon and before dinner snack, keeping it light with mixed nuts, the 4 to 6 ounces of light yogurt, and then with dinner, the 3 to 5 ounces of grilled salmon, spinach arugula salad with nectarines, and again 4 ounces. The diet does also allow wine and alcohol, but again, it's optional, and the serving size should be 4 fluid ounces. These three books that you see at the on the bottom here, those are the improved DASH diets um, of this day and age. Again, back about 20 years ago, it wasn't intended for weight loss, but now you can see with the new results in these studies, they have been geared towards weight loss, and even a vegetarian option, which you would see to the very right, the book called Dash Diet Younger You. That is their newer selections. And the one thing that I do like about these books is that it's actually written by an RD, not just somebody who uh, is following fad diets or anything like that. These diets again are specifically or this diet, the improved DASH diet has been specifically written by Marla Heller, who is a well-recognized registered dietitian. So yeah, these again, these are my sources where I pulled a lot of my information from. I think a lot of us have been a little bit exposed to the DASH diet. Oops, did not mean to put that. um, sorry. I think a lot of us have been exposed to the Dash diet over the past 20 years. And again, this is just a kind of recap that it is still happens to be the best diet approach for our daily eating habits, and utilizing a simple plan as I covered, making sure that we're limiting our sodium intake, eating whole foods and minimally processed foods helps us to reach that goal. Are there any questions and answers?
Anyone has any questions? I don't have anything in the chat box as of right now.
Or any concerns? I kind of like utilizing this last moment more for if anybody's implemented or in the last 20 years actually followed a plan, the Dash diet plan specifically.
No one on here has ever tried to use the DASH diet? Hold on.